If there is a will, there is a way. Gecko Moria is being added to GPO, and the Thriller Bark update, like I have predicted, is coming in update 5. Yes, Thriller Bark will be added to update 5, and I have theorized this a week or a month ago. So my point is here is Thriller Bark arc and the update is coming, update 5. Update 5 will be themed around Thriller Bark. Why is that? It's because Benir himself have proved me wrong by posting this image right here to prove that Gecko Moria is being added. It's a sneak peek of Gecko Moria being modeled by Beniri, the king of modelers, and boom, as you can see, Gecko Moria is being added. Now I have 3 theories how this guy will be implemented, and the first one is he will be implemented in the same way that Crocodile has been implemented with Arabasta or Alabasta. So in the Crocodile, what you have to do, you have to go to every town in Alabasta and you'd have to find like a couple of artifacts, and with all those artifacts you have to go to the temple, and where you have to spawn him by dropping all those artifacts in there and then spawning him to fight him. So then if you fight him enough times, he'll drop you his hook and his cape. Of course, many people did this, as we all know. I believe the same thing will be happening with Gecko Moria, at least from a first theory. I believe that he will be, you have to pick up a couple of artifacts, maybe like zombie heads, skeletons, and like stuff like that, and you have to defeat mobs to get those. And then we defeat those mobs, you go to the main place where Gecko Moria is at. Boom, you spawn Gecko Moria and you fight him, and you have a chance to get the scissors that I made a video on yesterday, the scissors, and boom, you can get the scissors and all his drops, whether they are devil fruits or whether they are outfits, aesthetics, accessories, whatever the hell he's gonna drop. And hopefully this is the way, because this is my most preferable theory and I like this theory a lot. The second theory is that he will be added as a dungeon, like the Cupid's dungeon, instead of being added as the first theory. So in this way, they'll be adding it to the arena hub. You can choose either to go to Cupid's if they don't remove it, or you can choose to go to the Thriller Bark dungeon, where you enter the dungeon and you have to defeat Thriller Bark mobs like zombie skeletons and stuff, and then you have to go to the last boss, which is Gecko Moria, which will drop you his scissors and stuff. This way I don't like it as much because it doesn't add anything to the actual world, and it makes everybody sit in their own dungeon, slot, and not engage with each other, which is not fun, and people will play GPO by themselves and they'll play the update 5 solo constantly. Of course you can add friends probably in dungeons, but most people don't play dungeons with friends, I don't think, anyway. Most people do it solo. So alright, so the third theory I have is that basically the Thriller Bark will be a regular ass island with just a boss setting. You don't even have to spawn him, he just stands there and he spawns, and he has a cooldown for which he spawns. I don't like this because it means there's people be sitting around this island constantly and just killing him over and over again, which is kind of boring, and you'd probably run through this super fast and it'd make the update seem not have a lot of content. But if you have to put in the work to spawn him and defeat him, it make the task of defeating him a lot more enjoyable, because you have put in the effort, and then actually getting rewarded for the effort is enjoyable, and that's how it should be working. This is my least favorite one, and my most favorite one is obviously the first one, which will be probably the most fun, and hopefully they give us a lot more, outfits, accessories with this, and they drop a whole lot of scary related and like thriller rock related accessories, like how we can customize our avatars, because Benir himself had promised that he'd add a lot more accessories and like hairs and stuff, and he has promised this. So hopefully it comes to update 5 along with it, and it's more related to Thriller Barks. We get like maybe Perona's hair, even though I do think we have that, but let's say more stuff like the Perona, Absalom, Gecko Moria's hairstyle, blah blah blah. Everything for Thriller Barks accessories comes to basically the GPO accessory place, where you can buy it from a Beniri store, like a clothing store, or actually change it in the avatar. And hopefully this can be added, and I'm very hyped for this Thriller Bark arc, and it's super dope, and I want to know what you guys think yourself. And if you find this update interesting, check out my video on the scissors that's going to be added in update 5. And that's all I gotta say, and peace.